please download the Writer's Block app right now. Challenge my beat on the I Got 20 on my beat, the hardest song with the most votes. You already know we're going to get your free feature from Boots. You already know you're going to get the free feature from me. Whoever get the most votes, you gonna win. So you gotta go.
Big Daddy Kane. Yo, Kane.
What up, Joe?
How you feeling after the Verzuz?
I'm feeling. Yeah, I'm here. You can hear me?
Yo, Kane, how are you feeling after the Verzuz?
Man, I'm feeling great, baby. I'm feeling wonderful.
Yo, Kane, I went to say goodbye and you had a fucking Gucci robe on or some shit on. Like, you walked out of the Barclays in the robe?
Nah, I just had that in the dressing room while I was relaxing, you know, till I put my clothes on. Yeah,
and mind you, Big Daddy Kane, what was the outfit you was wearing?
Oh, I had on a custom-made sweatsuit from Persona Clothiers.
You came with the motherfucking hat on, the Versace sneakers.
Yes,
you
sir.
psyched me up. Let me tell you, yo, Kane, you played a lot of fucking games. You are a master at this because I was in your room 1 minute before you walked out. You had a brown shirt on, and you came out 60 seconds later with the custom suit with the fucking fedora. What was this all a plan? I never saw the Juice Crew. I never saw Crazy Legs. I never saw Nice and Smooth. Did you have everybody hiding, Kane?
Nah, they was in their own dressing rooms. They was in their own dressing rooms.
Oh my God. Yo, Kane, let me tell you something.
What's happening, baby?
I kept it as neutral as possible. I swear to God. You know this is my idol, KRS-One. And you another guy I look up to and I worship. But man, oh man. I thought Master Ace and Craig G were spitting at me. I thought you were spitting at me. Kane?
I've been listening to you for the past 20 minutes. I've been sitting here waiting for you to say, yo, when they was breaking the stage down, one of the stage hands was looking at me. I think he was trying to get at me.
It was a guy. You got a guy there with you. He got a gray beard with a hoodie. You think I didn't know? He was watching me the whole night.
Yo, I mean, you got a wild imagination, man.
Yo, shit.
In all honesty, hey, listen, man, you a brother that's a legend in the game, and I think brothers was just happy to see you there, happy to see your face. You know, especially after they saw you at the Locks Dipset joint, and you know you here, repping, for me and Chris. I think brothers was just happy to see you. You know, I don't.
Man,
think
I got that
Bronx Brooklyn thing going on, man.
I got that because I just felt like, for me, man, you guys are the gods. You guys are the founders. You are the creators of the styles, the creators of the flows. Guys like Big Pun, you was his favorite rapper. Guys like Biggie Smalls, you was his favorite rapper. You top 5 on Jay-Z's. I think you're number 2. I think Biggie's number 1 because that was his best friend and he loved Biggie, but you number 2. But think about these guys who are known as the greatest lyricists in the world ever. Look up to you as their idols.
I mean, that's something that, I see as a blessing, because it's like, you know what it's like being an MC. It's like you want to be respected as that dude. You want people to see your greatness. And, years down the line, you start seeing that adoration. It's the type of thing where you're like, you feel like you did your job, or at least you did a good job. You know what I mean?
Yo, Kane, I could not sleep. I could not sleep the night before because I knew I was introducing y'all. And I had realized how much of an honor it was to even be on that stage to introduce, even just scratch, kick a pre, you and Chris. This was a major thing for me to just introduce you, bro. Like, you gotta understand, we had never seen no shit like this. Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. Did it go exactly how you thought it would go?
Probably about 90%. Probably about 90%. It was originally planned to, do half the songs and then do a dance battle, DJ battle, and then me and KRS go about 3 rounds back and forth, you know, and then do the other half of the songs, you know. And you know, I guess with
so you guys
energy in the room,
you planned it out together?
Yeah, like, nah, me and KRS, we got on a Zoom and planned it out and said that this is what I ain't say what songs I was doing, he didn't say what songs he was doing. We just planned out how to map this out to make it something different than what all the other verses be. So you're not only seeing us doing songs, you get to see, you know, more elements of hip hop, DJing. You get to see the breakers break. You get to see MCs really spitting. So that's what, you know, we really wanted it to be.
Let me tell you something, this was a motherfucking lesson. This was art in motion. This was legendary shit y'all did on. And let me tell you something. Y'all did it for y'all era like never before. Y'all look amazing. You know, I don't want to say your age and Chris's age, but you guys' breath control was so incredible. And then you said in your freestyles have got to be, people have got to go back to the videotape like we used to do back in the days when we taped Mr. Magic and Red Alert on the tape, cassette tape, and bring it back. Because your freestyles, you was rapping the fast beats. I was catching them like, your menopause. Those lines are like greatest of all time lines. And when you rap to the young boys beat, when you freestyle and you hitting them with that shit, this was legendary freestyle shit, Kane. Don't think it went unnoticed. I know you was doing your thing in that shit.
Yeah, about the red fluid drip in the floors. When you stop bleeding, that's when my menopause.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. When I heard that, I was like, oh my God, this thing getting serious. And so KRS-One, we plan for you both to come out. One good question I want to know, and this ain't for controversy, this ain't for nothing. But I told you when you came out with the symphony, Diddy hit me and said he's gonna lose his mind if Cool G-Rap comes off. Why G-Rap ain't make it to the verses?
He couldn't make it. He had a prior engagement. He couldn't make it. You know, I tried everything in my power to, you know, help, you know, switch around what he was doing and make it more convenient.
Sometimes these promoters they fuck niggas, Kane. Sometimes these promoters, they got you signed to a show. They don't want to let you do something this bigger. That fucking hate. Like, yo, let me do.
No. It wasn't nothing like that. It was nothing. It was nothing like that. It was a personal engagement. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but man, we missed him. And then I seen Shantae tell you, finish this off. I heard it. I was in the front. Don't say it. I heard it. She said after the Juice Crew all came out, she said finish them off. Right? Shout out to Russell Simmons on the check-in. So I go like this. So I said, I get it. Chris did what he did to Shan. And so they looking at you to even the score 20-something years later. That's how I took that.
Well, I mean, you got to
and you set the line. KRS is lucky I ain't jumping that MC Shan battle. That was a boom off a bazooka line.
I said me avoiding smoke. I don't do that seldom, but I stayed out of you and Shan shit, nigga. You welcome. That's what I said. But I mean, he had said a slick line to me. You know, he said.
Well, he said the cocaine line was serious.
I think it was that.
Woo! Woo!
I mean, I didn't. You might have to explain that because I thought he was trying to say like he was my co-pilot. So
yeah, like co-pilot, but the metaphor was cocaine.
Yeah. Like
that
Kane,
shit was crazy.
But I don't know. I mean, when I was trying, I was making the
connection. I ain't gonna defend the bars. Come on, I'm gonna you was rapping at me.
I took it as a compliment because I thought he was calling
you was trying to take my fucking head off just for being an innocent bystander, King. I'm there for hip hop.
You get mad, Joe? You're
No,
not
I'm
getting
never
mad,
getting.
right?
No, man. I love you too much. Kane, I love you too much, brother. I love you too much. I love the whole Juice Crew. I love what y'all did out there, man. That was amazing. Shantae, she the queen. Young Black and Gifted. So many moments. You went to the Bronx 2 times. You went Crazy Legs. You went Nice and Smooth.
Nice and Smooth. Well, I mean, he went to Brooklyn. He had Buckshot and he had Joss Effect.
What the fuck was Buckshot? I love Buckshot. What he was doing, he kept rapping to it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, this
I was just patiently
stop.
waiting. I didn't know what he was getting ready to do. But, I mean, it was going to turn ugly. Because I saw him walk in my direction, so it was going to turn ugly. And, you know, I've always been a fan of the little brother, you know, but any motherfucker can get it, you know?
Yeah, and then at the end, it was all a setup to show you love. But he had me confused.
Nah, he had me confused too, but then he walked over and showed love. And, you know, that's my brother.
Let me tell you something. Shout out to Little Daddy Shane. Happy birthday. Your brother loves you on another level, Kane. That man was spitting every bar. And he lives in Jersey. I see him all the time. He was spitting every bar. He was going crazy for you. He had the guard number 7 on. He was on one last night.
Oh, yeah. Nah, he had a ball. You know, he was celebrating his birthday early, so he was having a ball, man. We all were having fun, man. Listen, let me explain something to you, Crack. I'm going to tell you like I told Swiss back in April of 2020. This was the one for the people. This is what it needed to be. It needed to be 2 MCs that understand stage presence, how to perform, and understand how to spit bars and MC. That needed to really take this to a different level. So it's not just one song from this person, one song from that person, on and on. Like, what was done last night, I think was phenomenal. To hear all the jams that you grew up listening to, but then hearing us showing our lyrical skills all these years later, bringing out B-boys, having DJs, you know, getting busy on the turntables.
Scratch, I worship Scratch. He kind of like was getting borderline disrespectful with Kick a Prick. Like, let's keep it real. I love Scratch. LL Cool J is on the check-in. King is Asiatic, nobody's equal. LL Cool J has just arrived on the comments. The Hip Hop Museum has arrived on the comments. Hey, yo, listen, let me tell you something. Nah, this shit crazy, man. Yo, Kane, I'm a journalist now, man. I'm a journalist now. Let me tell you something, man. This was so legendary. And I was like, cause Kane, you got it all. You got the package. You talk to the ladies. You fly the smooth operator. I can't tag him in. I've been trying to tag him in, Swiss. It won't let me tag LL in. It won't let me tag him in. Al, say something. Let me try to tag you in. That'd be crazy. Yo, Kane, let me tell you something, boy. Last night was so legendary, man. I had the time of my life, and so did hip-hop. The kids learned. My daughter and her crew was watching. Everybody's kids was watching. And it was so informative, and it represented the purity of hip-hop culture. It was amazing. What part of it, so it was like y'all was going back, it felt like you wanted to freestyle more, and Chris wanted to do the records. Like, was that? I thought I saw that.
Well, I can't really speak on Chris' behalf, but I do, like, as far as with me, I was under the impression that we were going to do several rounds of freestyles. You know? But like after the first round, he went back into the records, you know. But I mean, I can't speak on that brother's behalf. But I mean, he did end up freestyling again later on. So, you know, it didn't happen in the exact order, but it still happened. So
now, and I admire Kid Capri.
Yeah.
Because Kid Capri sure knows how to talk shit and do some crazy shit. And he held his cool. Scratch was trying to bait him into like a DJ battle. We know that's what Scratch does, and Kid Capri rocks the party. But Kid Capri understood the assignment. He kept his cool and just said, yo, and whatever Chris said, he went with it. And I thought that was, he held so much patience and so much composure. Because we all know Kid Capri can get crazy, loudmouth, do whatever, but he handled it. At the end of the day, the Verzuz effect. You taught the youth, you gave us a blessing. This whole Verzuz thing is too much of a blessing. Because we get to see our icons, our legends, that we would have never seen nothing like Babyface and Teddy Riley or Bobby Brown, Keith Sweat. You know, we would have never seen these type of battles of Jeezy and Gucci Man up on there. I mean, did you feel that, was you not nervous, but did you have that adrenaline before it happened? Or it was just another night at the park?
Well, you know, you got to understand something, Joe. When doing something like this, there's a science to it. And if you don't understand the science, then, you know, you're going to have a rough night. You know what I'm saying? So there's a science to this. It's like, you know, when you're going to freestyle, you have to do something that you feel your opponent can't do. Why you think I started off with that fast stuff before I even went into the lyrical stuff? You know what I'm saying?
I knew what you was doing.
When you make a set list, okay, you got all these songs that you're going to perform. They're listed on this set list, but you're not doing it in that order. When KRS do this, I'm running back there to Scratch. Yo, follow him with this one. Yo, follow him with that one. You know what I'm saying? So there's a science to it all. You see what I'm saying? I don't know how you did it with Ja Rule, but I mean, you know, it's like
what I did is I stuck to the plan, and I knew the Ja Rule wasn't like a freestyle type of rap. I said freestyles. I said real hip hop. My thing was representing real hip hop, and I knew Ja was gonna do all the girl songs. So styles make fights. So I chose, if this was chess, I chose to bring him to the street. Now, did he follow me into the street? No, this guy kept this plan, doing his #1 hits, his girl songs. But I thought also the crowd changed up on me too. When I went to the battle just before that, the Locks and Dipset, it was Rikers Island with a sprinkle of some girls in there. I mean, motherfuckers was shooting CeeLo in the bathroom, smoking blunts in the bathroom. So I'm thinking that's the crowd. When I show up, everybody's in there still shirts, fly, husband and wife, fly girls. The whole crowd switched up on me. The whole crowd switched up. It wasn't like hardcore underground. Last night you had a bunch of both. You had the real hip hop. Anybody who's coming to see KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane, it's real hip hop.
But let me give you some game real quick, Joe. The crowd is what you make them. You know what I'm saying? You get aggressive and you bring that energy. You bouncing up and down and whatnot. Now you got an energetic crowd. You get on some gutter stuff. You making that eye contact where they're feeling you. Like, yo, I'm dead serious right now. Follow me. Now the crowd is gangster. You jump off the stage. Mingle with the crowd. Touch a few young ladies' hands. Now shit done got sexy. You see?
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, Kane.
But you understand what I'm saying, baby?
I seen you up there. I seen you. With, up in there. You went into the crowd. That was me. That was me. My brother Mayor here. He the #1 Big Daddy Kane fan. He was like, yo, look, he going in the crowd. He talking to him, this and this and that. We had an amazing time. The Bronx was in there. Brooklyn was in there. Most of all, I don't think this was no Bronx, Brooklyn shit. I think it was a celebration. It's exactly what the four founders of Verzuz foresaw. It was giving you your flowers and celebrating your music and your career. Timberland, Swiss Beats, they came up with this concept. And I think that's because I can't say you won, Kane. I'm going to be honest with you. And I can't say Chris won. I'm going to be honest with you. If they looking for me to say some shit like that, I can't. You both are living legends and you both did what you supposed to do.
Well, listen, man, brother, you are an individual and you're entitled to your opinion. So, I mean, you know, whoever you may have, you know, like better in there, you know, that's you. And I respect you for your
I love you both.
opinion.
I love you both.
But I appreciate the love at the same time. But at the end of the night, you know, I mean, at the end of the night, it's the type of thing where what we wanted to do was show what we do as real MCs, what we do as real performers, you know, solidify our legacy and teach a younger generation, show them, you know, what stage presence is about. Show them what lyricism is about, because there's like right now we got the little Dirks and the little babies, but there's gonna be another generation that follows them pretty soon. They might be the ones that change the game and start bringing lyrics back in. You know what I'm saying? So they have to really experience it from another generation, and I think that me and Chris did a great job of doing that. With all that being said, as far as what you saying about how the battle went, you know, at the end of the night, I'm the only motherfucker that know why white milk make yellow butter. Just saying.
Yo, Chris ain't here to rebuttal that. Yo, Chris ain't here to rebuttal that. But listen, let me tell you something, man. It's an honor, Kane, man. We worship you, man. We love you. What y'all did last night for hip-hop, it was like a dream come true. I watched some of the footage. I had such a smile on my face. Everybody did. I was looking around the crowd, just enjoyed it. We felt like that nostalgia. We felt like we was kids again. And you 2 years older than me. You're not even that. But you got to understand, when your guys was out, we were still trying to get on. So we've been looking up to you guys like you was 100 years older than us. Like, oh my God, look at him with the shit on him. And so last night was one of the greatest moments in hip-hop. Ninth Wonder saying he felt like a kid. We had the greatest time. You seen Swiss in that BDP. He stole like KRS's outfit from my philosophy. All we needed was Miss Melody. Yeah,
man. Rest in peace, Miss Melody. You know, her and KRS-One helped me move out of my mother's house.
I know you told me that. That was a joker moment.
So, I mean, you know, I always had love for Miss Melody. I mean, me and Chris, we got crazy history, man. That's my brother. I love him to death, man. And I would never, ever, under any circumstances, try to disrespect that man. I have too much respect for him, and I love sharing the stage with him. You know, I mean, we've been through a lot. I mean, I used to sit in on a lot of them Criminal Minded sessions, you know? Like,
so you was in the studio. This is a joker moment. You were in the studio,
I was in the studio
while he was making Criminal Minded?
I was in there for the dope beat session. I believe the poetry session. Shit, could have been even one more. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, that's my dude, man. You know, I got a lot of love for Chris, man. You
know, my claim to fame is I was in the studio with Biggie when he made Hypnotize. Anytime that record come on, I mean, I don't care where I'm at. I'm like, oh my God, yo, I was there. When he made it, so I know what you were saying, but you was there for the Criminal Minded. Like, this is crazy. But at the same time, he got that beef with Shan.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bum B on the check-in. And so people never really understood that you fell back from that beef because you and Chris was actually best friends around that time, and you was just like, let me just fall back and stay neutral?
Well, I mean, yeah, that was part of the reason. There was a little more to it, but I mean, that was definitely part of the reason. Like, that was my dude. We was hanging.
Did you get a phone call from MC Shan when he was going up against KRS right now in the Verzuz?
You mean just no. I got a text from him, I think prior to it. He said to do your thing, you know.
That's it. He said, do your thing.
Yeah. He said.
Give me one more. Let me get one more thing out of you. Biz Markie, rest in peace. I mean, what did Biz mean to you? As a brother, you set off the whole Verzuz for Biz. You know, just give me some words for Biz, man, and then we can close this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. Like, on the real, I was thinking about, as this thing was approaching, I was thinking about, if Biz was here, my phone would have been ringing off the hook every day. And after he hung up with me, he would have called my brother Shane. He would have called Cool V and told Cool V to call me.
Cool V was there.
Yeah, but I mean, Biz would have been on me every day. Yo, you know what you gotta do. You know what you gotta do. Come on, Kane. You know how he talk. Every day. I know he would have been on me every day, telling me what I need to do, what I need to say. Sing a rhyme about. I know how that dude is, man. Like I miss him so much, man. And I know that if he was here, he would have been every day telling me what to do, what to say, and he would have been there on the stage with me. That first song I did was the one we did together. We would have did that.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. When I did the Verzuz and I did the Twins Deep cover with Remy, and I start rapping, I support Pun in anything he does. I'm looking up at heaven. Like, I just felt like Pun was there with me, and I just started going off in that shit. So I know what you're saying. And the funniest shit, I gotta be honest with you, Kane. Funniest shit, I'm walking to the stage to introduce y'all, and I got Chris with me. The whole time I kept it neutral. I never discussed, I never bothered him. Under any other normal circumstance, you know, I would be talking shit to Chris and all that. And so I looked at him, I tapped him in the shoulder, I said, you ready? He said, of course I'm ready. I said, stick to what you do, man. He said, yeah, I'm gonna stick to what I do. I said, all right. And I just went, that was the only offer of information I could do. Walking like, you know what I'm saying? I just was like, I said, are you ready? He said, yeah. I'm like, I said, just stick to what you do. He said, yeah, stick to what I do, man. That's what I'm gonna do. And he just walked on stage, man. It was an amazing night. I love you, Kane. I thank you for all your years and all the years to come in hip hop. I've never seen 53-year-olds and 56-year-old guys spitting so. First of all, the breath control was amazing. The energy was amazing. You know, you guys ain't need no intermission. Fat Joe had to take a 20-minute intermission and get my gas tank going. You guys stood in the fucking pocket and kept going crazy. And
that's what we do, baby.
Man, amazing, my brother. I love you, my brother. You know, I was thinking on the way home yesterday. For some reason, I thought of Heavy D. Rest in peace.
My dude.
And I was just like, I wonder if Heavy D would have did a Verzuz, right? Like, because another one of my idols, Heavy D, rest in peace. And I was just like, man, I wonder if Heavy D would have did a Verzuz. That would have been amazing, man.
Yeah, I would have loved to see something like that. Because people don't understand that's a big dude with a lot of energy.
A lot of energy, moving, dancing, all that shit would have been crazy. Yo, Kane, we love you. I thank you so much for everything, okay?
No, listen, man. Thanks for having me. I done told you a million times what you mean to me. And I'm going to hit you about the boat thing.
You got the yacht like this. The minute you come to Miami, you can have everybody quote me. If you coming on a Saturday, you hit me on a Friday. Saturday, that boat is waiting for you.
That's
champagnes, lobsters, and steaks.
All
That's
right.
a fact.
Sound like a plan, family. And listen, let me just say this real quick. let me holler at my peoples real quick. Hey, Juliana, Christine, Jalissa, y'all stay on here. Maura, Mina, y'all stay on here. Keep listening, and let me know if Joe start talking shit about the Bronx again. All right, y'all? I love you, brother.
Yo, I love you, Kane, man. Thank you so much. Brooklyn! Brooklyn! We
Peace out, crack.
Thank you. Peace, man. Damn, the Big Daddy Kane.
My boy, 20, we putting this shit together, and this some big shit. It might be the start of your career.